talk to you about that later.
Okay.
Because I was going to mention, but it's appropriate for YouTube to talk about later. Well, okay, 90% of the shit I say is not appropriate for YouTube, but this is more of like a not meant for public viewing thing or something. I don't fucking know.
Ow.
Hi, YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome to part 8 of Mega Man 3. Last time we took on Shadow Man. And now there's only one Robot Master left.
It's
So,
fucking Pepsi Man, isn't it?
oh god. Someone needs to eventually go and make a Mega Man fan game and either have him as the main character. Like, as
You say that, but that might exist.
yeah, either have him as the protagonist or the main antagonist. Alright guys, so here's the last boss. Monsieur Gemini Man. I still say
Gemini
his face
Man's
looks like a
awesome.
monkey.
There's
There's not much I remember from this guy's stage. I think, yep, I need to switch my key mappings here real quick. Wait, it seems to be
Yeah.
switched to S.
I can't find anything on Google immediately, but I'm pretty sure if you dig, there's probably a ROM hack that has a Pepsi Man sprite.
Oh god.
And Pepsi Man's he has his own fucking game. Like, there is a Pepsi
Whoa.
Man PS1 game. And he was, of course, in, was it Fighting Vipers or Fighter Mega Mix? I forget what the fuck it was. He was in a Sega fighting game. I know that much.
Okay,
I think it was like the arcade version of Fighting Vipers. I don't know.
very little I remember of this level.
I don't know much about Sega fighting games. I don't know much about a lot of fighting games. Like, the main ones I've actually played is fucking Tekken. And, like, I love Capcom. Well, I have a love-hate relationship with Capcom, but I generally like the games they make. They make good Mega Man games and they make good Zeldas, okay? Because the 3 Capcom made Zelda games are pretty solid. And all Mega Man games are pretty good.
Yeah, the only Sega fighting games I heard of is
Retro Fighter,
no,
Sonic the Fighters.
Streets of Rage.
That's a beat 'em up. Like, but you know, they are kind of similar. Like, beat 'em up is where you go from one end of the screen to the other, beating up tons of like enemies. And most modern action games evolved from this. Like, most Platinum games, you know, evolved from beating them up. So, like, you know, because it takes the same general idea of filling a room with tons of cannon fodder enemies and you fighting your way through them. Fighting games is usually just, you know, one-on-one, two fighting mans fighting each other with 2 life bars. Though there are exceptions, you know, like shit like Smash, you know. Which people argue where Smash is a fighting game, but it's a fighting game. It's just a different type of fighting game.
Yeah.
Like,
because
so
the same mechanics are there.
And how now fighting game characters are in Smash. Which, why it was Ryu and not a Tekken character, I don't fucking know. Because, like, dude, when I first heard that Namco was working on that game, I would have bet money that a Tekken character would have got in. And they kind of did. Like, there's Mii costumes for, like, Heihachi and shit. But that's not the real deal. And I still, and like, people are saying they want Shovel Knight or Wonder Red. Am I the only one who wants fucking Beautiful Joe? Or Zero? Zero or Beautiful Joe. Those are the 2 I want. And they're both Capcom characters. Oh, there's another Capcom game I like, Beautiful Joe. Though technically it was a Clover Studios, aka Platinum game, but same difference. Capcom still has the license and has literally done nothing but put him in like 2 games since then. Because they put him in Marvel vs. Capcom, and I think he was in... I'm not sure, but I think he was in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. I do not know. He might have been. But, like, other than that, they have done literally nothing with it, and it kind of sucks, because I have all 3 of the original games, and they were all pretty fucking good, so... And I feel like that series could have gone more places than it did, had they kept it going. I feel like there was a lot more directions they could have took that series in. So, that's kind of sad to me. But, you know... If you want to play a game that looks like Beautiful Joe, just play Wonderful 101, because wow is the art style similar.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in, like, trying to get that game.
What, Wonderful 101?
Yeah, that game looks fun.
Yeah, it's a Wii U game. It's made by Platinum, the same guys who made the Transformers Devastation.
And those guys apparently know what they're doing.
Yeah, Platinum knows their shit. I mean, they made Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe. They were under a different name when they made those, but same difference. Bayonetta, Mad World, which is a really cool Wii game I kind of want to look into at some point. And a bunch of other games. Like, they know their shit. Platinum knows how to make a good action game. That's kind of their bread and butter. They know how to make a solid action game. Like, fucking... Like, they made Metal Gear Rising, and since then they've used the similar combat engine to make 2 other good games, being Legend of Korra and Devastation. So they know their shit. Also, they can, you know, as saying with those 3 fucking franchises, yeah, they can... If you give them a franchise to work with, they'll probably make a good action game out of it. I just thought of another amazing one. And I know Wonderful 101 is already kind of this. Like, it's the same kind of vibe they're going for. Same with Beautiful Joe, like, they're both, like, Sentai hero games. What if they made, like, a legit official Sentai/Power Rangers game? How amazing would that probably be?
Whoa.
I mean, they already made Wonderful 101 and Beautiful Joe, which are heavily inspired by that. And they have a fucking amazing combat engine now. Like, dude, if they just made an official Power Rangers game, it would kick all of the ass. Oh my god, it would be amazing.
I'm currently fighting what appears to be blue fish-like robots.
Robo-fishies.
Or blue other kind of robots.
I'm blue, abba-dee-abba-die, abba-dee-abba-blue, abba-dee-abba-die.
I actually kind of like that song.
Me too, actually.
Even though I haven't heard that song in frickin' ages.
Me neither. I think the last time I heard it was on a flip note.
Same.
Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but if you had a DSi from like 2008 to 2013, Flipnote antenna was the shit.
Yeah, it was like an animated version of YouTube.
Basically, and like hell, I watched it more than YouTube for a while. Well, it was about half and half. But like my whole 2012 was just sitting in my room watching flip notes, basically. Like, and like it was cool because like people would like take songs and shit and make their own like animated videos out of it. And like, yeah, you can get like animated original videos on YouTube, but it was a way easier to do on Flipnote antenna. Like literally anyone could do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of really good, talented people made some really cool shit on there. Yeah, the videos could only be like a minute long, and you know you couldn't like do like any like cussing or explicit stuff, but And there's a lot of limits to it, but like for what it was a really cool site.
Yeah.
And I know they got the 3D one out now, but I don't know if it's ever going to be, it's never. I don't think it's ever going to be like the old one, because like the old one had its own community. It felt like it had its own like world. Like it was the shit, and like I was so fucking bummed when Nintendo took it down.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there's the 3D one now, but like first off, the 3D one was supposed to come out the same summer that the original got canceled, and it didn't come out in America until like 2 years later. So they kind of fucked it up anyway, because like a lot of talented people that were there probably have moved on.
Yeah.
To bigger and better things, and it's sad. I mean, there are some sites that like pseudo memo and shit like that still try to keep it alive, but like nothing's ever going to be the original, dude. It was a fucking awesome site. It was an awesome app on the DS.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the main reasons I started playing my DS again, because like in school I got stolen, and then like on my way getting it home, some kid threw a basketball at me and made me drop it, and it like fucked the screen up a little bit. It wasn't too bad, but it was noticeable. And like I didn't really play my DS much after that. But then when I got the internet and I got Antenna, you could not pry me away from my DS. And eventually that led me to go into a bunch of different sites and getting people like this motherfucker right here. And and got me into playing DS games again. Got me into going to different sites. It really got me back into the whole playing my DS thing. So that site was the shit, man. I miss it.
Yeah. Are you sure that's like Tech? That was a fun little site.
Yeah. And like Tech, if you don't know, it was an avatar site. Like it would let you take like assets from Gaia.com and basically make your own dream avatars, and you can make some pretty cool shit there. But Gaia, the guys who like owned all the assets, kind of got all butthurt and took it down. And like for the longest time, they were cool with it, but like then they all of a sudden they're like, "No, fuck you." Though I did find another site similar to it that's pretty cool. It's called Recolor.me. It was actually advertised on Tech for the longest time, and after it got taken down, I decided to finally give it a shot, and it was actually a pretty cool site.
And that's what we currently go to now for anytime we want to make our own custom avatars.
Yeah, if we would just want to make all like little characters and just derp around, and like like just the other day, I made a Yoshikage Kira from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. He actually turned out pretty good. It helps that they had a severed hand item, because, wow, that's perfect for that character if you know anything about JoJo. By the way, yes, I am still fucking hyped. I still have a massive hype boner for the Part 4 anime. Like, I know it probably won't be till 2016, but God, I can wait. 2016 is fucking stacking up to be a good year, because a new fucking Gorillaz album and Part 4 of JoJo, oh my God. Oh my God, I can't wait.
And sure, that's like me. Like, if I can get a new computer in 2016, holy good lordy hell.
Yeah.
And currently, that's how it's shaping up to be. Oh man. Boing. Thanks, Rush.
Did you just get a boner?
Oh man.
I just heard boing and I was like, boner.
Yeah, I said boing. And then I said thanks, Rush, and then you replied with what you replied with, and I'm just like, okay.
For a minute, I thought you said thanks, Russia.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh! Well, there goes the extra life.
Curse you, Russia!
Crap.
I'm joking. If we have any Russian viewers, I'm totally joking. I try to be culturally sensitive, but, like, I can't. Like, I try to be, like, you know, not a dick, but sometimes I just kind of wind up being a dick.
Or was it, killing people is easy. Being politically correct is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Because, like, I've learned over the years that it is, like, way too easy to offend people.
Yeah.
Like, it takes, like, nothing to piss people off. Especially nowadays.
Yeah. Especially
I don't know if it was worse or better back in the old days. I don't know. I mean, people have always been stupid, so I guess, I don't know. Because, you know, sometimes I just think humanity in general is, like, just really, really dumb. But, you know, that's just me being a fucking pessimist. I need to stop doing that.
I think
I
most,
stop thinking sit down all the time.
I think some people in, like, the majority of fan bases are crazy. Now, guys, note I said some.
I wasn't talking about fan bases, but if you want to change subject to that, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually related. Some people in some fan bases are crazy.
You want to call out your own fan base?
Because
you know the Sonic fan base has a reputation.
Yes.
Them in particular, two fan bases that have a pretty big reputation: the Sonic fan base and the My Little Pony fan base. Those two have a pretty big reputation for being really crazy.
Yeah, especially Sonic Dreams Collection.
That's kind of like the epitome of it. That's just like the epitome of it. Like, it doesn't really get any. Well, I can't say that because it kind of does. Like, it does get worse than that, but that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's just some of it. Or that's if you were to take.
Some fan bases, like, there's good fans too in fan bases. Like, look at the fucking Earthbound fan base, who is so dedicated. They literally translated the third game themselves. And were so dedicated after that they are entirely willing to take down the translation and take down the ROM if Nintendo ever releases the game officially.
Oh, this is cool. I'm using the
Like,
Rush Marine for
that's
the first
fucking
time.
dedication, dude.
Yeah. And should
Like,
that's like...
I respect Mother 3 fans for that.
Yeah, that's... that's like, some people, even in the Sonic fan base, people that makes the, fan games, and, I mean, those people are extremely, extremely talented. I mean,
okay, you want to talk about extremely talented fan games? Toby Fox, the dude who made Undertale, like, his first big project was a fucking Earthbound hack. And, like, now he made Undertale that's just, like, fucking dominating the internet.
Yeah.
Like, there's some talented people out there in these fan bases. Like, they play these games, and they're, like, like it so much that they want to get into making games themselves, and then they make some really cool shit. You know, it's like, I wish I could do that. I wish I could make my own games and shit, you know?
Same. I mean, I would like to be a...
I know, you've actually talked to me about trying to do that before.
Yeah, I would actually like to make my own fan games, or even my own hacks, because, one, it looks a lot of fun, and two, I wouldn't mind making some stuff for other people for them to enjoy. I would actually
It's
like
hard,
it.
though. I've heard it's very hard, but put the work in, it'll be worth the effort.
Yeah.
You know, that could be something else to look into when you get your PC fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, some fan bases get kind of cray-cray, but like the true fans that are dedicated and do shit like that, like you just gotta respect that shit, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm actually probably going to play Mother 3 at some point soon.
Nice.
Considering it.
Hmm.
Not sure if I'm going to do the Oracle games first. I might not. Do not know.
Super Dragonfly.
In real life or in the game?
Mm-hmm.
I got swarmed by bees because I was locked down in my house for most of the day. Yeah, like basically I had to stay home, and as we walked out the door, we had a baby sitting near the door, and without us knowing, kind of turned the lock on me. And I was supposed to be outside for a while anyway. And I had my like PlayStation set up because we have a TV on the porch, and I was out there with my PlayStation on it. So I was fine, and I had some food and drink out there, but yeah, it was really more funny than anything. They get stung by a bee though, and that hurts.
Ow.
Well, it's not like I'm allergic or anything, so whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think I was even ever stung by a bee until like 2012. And they were around. It ain't like they weren't around because I see them in the yard all the time. And we have big ones back where I live. And we get big ones out here. Of course, we live in the country, so giant, like moths the size of your fist are common.
Hmm.
Like, I literally saw a moth the size of my fist last summer down here. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm in the fucking country now.
Morph Moth. Wonder if anyone remembers that boss.
What?
Morph Moth.
Oh yeah, he's from Mega Man X3. I almost said X2. Wait, is he from X2? I think he's from X2.
I thought a Mothman, but
Is Mothball from X2 or X3? That's what would fucking bug me.
I know that he was in Extreme.
So, I want to say X2 then. I swear he has to have been in X2. I remember his level and everything, because you go through the robot junkyard and there's all like the scrap robots hanging, and like to kill them you gotta shoot them in the head or they'll drop down.
Hmm.
I remember that. I remember his level, and I remember fighting him because he starts out in like a cocoon and you gotta burn it. And if you do that enough, he'll turn into the moth and fly around.
Yeah, in the Extreme version, you got to use Rolling Shield on him.
That's weird. Because in, you gotta use the fire weapon, which Flame Stag is the fucking fire boss in that game.
Mm-hmm.
His level is really cool. I love the music in his level. I think it's probably my favorite song in X2. Which X2, I still don't think is as good as X1, but it's really solid. X3, I like even less. I think it's still an okay game. I just don't think it's as good as the first two.
Okay, Gemini Man, what the hell hurts you? Wait! I hadn't tried Hard Man yet.
Hard Man beats Top Man, I think. Unless I'm completely wrong. It's been a while since I played Mega Man 3, dude.
Because Top Man, I believe I used against Shadow Man. That kicked his ass. So I'm gonna try Hard Man.
Actually, I think it's Top Man that might beat. No. That's wrong. Isn't
Okay.
that cute? But it's wrong! That was an obscure 90s reference if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I am literally the only person that remembers that line from that show.
Alright, let's try this.
That's literally all I remember from that show too. Is that line.
Okay, that's giving me nowhere. Snakes. Whoa! Okay.
Does
Okay.
snakes work?
Snakes is
Does Gemini Man have the same weakness as Indiana Jones?
Snakes is just absolutely kicking his ass. He stepped on the snake
Gemini
and
Man is
died.
Indiana Jones confirmed.
Oh, that was perfect. He stepped on a snake and died. A plus, dude. So guys, this is Gemini Man down, and there's part 8 of Mega Man 3 finished. Now, there's something I remember in this. Wait, there wasn't a Proto Man fighting this. It was just Proto Man. He popped on the pedestal, stared at me for a bit, and he took off.
I don't think you fight him till after you refight all the bosses from Mega Man 2.
Let's see what this is. You got Gemini laser. That actually looks pretty cool. Okay, let's see what happens. Something is supposed to happen. Oh, screens are breaking. I remember this bit. I don't remember this though. Alright, so guys, I think that'll do it for this time. Next time we're going to be taking on a mysterious character. I honestly have no idea who the hell this is. So guys, slide into the like button if you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Later guys.